Hi, friends. This is Edie Summers. I'm back in the park, and I'm going to take you to a back part of the park. Hopefully, there are less people back here. It's Sunday, and I just finished teaching Zumba, which I recommend. It's really good exercise. It was dance fitness. So I work for a local park system here in Oregon. So I just taught Zumba, and now I'm here in the park. Zumba is kind of a natural high. But I also love to walk and of course practice yoga. On my channel here, you'll find yoga videos and dance videos. And I'm trying to do some more walk with me types of videos because for several reasons, it's really good to walk. I find it really relaxing. And of course, it's also, for me, it's about being in nature. Can you see where I'm headed? Isn't that pretty? So it's Sunday, it's pretty early in the morning here. It's actually a little bit cold. I should have brought a jacket or sweater or something. But I wanted to, yeah, just kind of take you on a virtual walk. And we're headed into a back part of the park, a part that I haven't taken you to before. It looks really nice right now. Behind me, you maybe can see a lot of moss. Can you see that? And yeah, and I also want to talk a little bit about somatic healing and kind of nervous system reset, kind of how to help your nervous system. These are topics that are really important to me. I developed chronic fatigue in my early 20s. So for me, I have a kind of a sensitive nervous system. So I had to find ways to kind of help my nervous system. And this is one of the ways that helps me is kind of forest bathing, relaxing, helping my nervous system to slow down, and yoga really helps me too. But isn't it pretty right now? It's morning, so you can really see like the morning light coming through. Yeah, so I just want to take you through this very, very pretty forest. We're headed into a back part of the forest, so hopefully you can see what's around me. Again, I'm going to turn the camera this way so you can see what we're headed into. Isn't that pretty? We're going into a back part of the forest here, so I'm really hoping there aren't as many people back here. Fingers crossed. And I actually have my little, I have this bracelet on that keeps me, it has like, I think citronella in it. So there aren't really too many mosquitoes in here, but just in case, I don't want to be bitten by mosquitoes here. So yeah, here, let me turn this camera around so you can see where we're headed. It's really, really nice right now because that sun is coming through here and it's just super peaceful. And thankfully the sun is coming through because it's a little bit chilly. So yeah, I'm just taking a walk. Here's some moss behind me. And yeah, I really love to walk in nature. It really helps me relax and my nervous system really needs that. And I love the fresh air. I love the sun. I love the trees. I live in Oregon, so it's really nice to be around the trees. There are a lot of birds in here right now, so there's actually a bird that I'm following right now. We have a lot of chickadees in here and robins. I'm coming up on a place where they've actually cut a lot of trees down, or maybe trees that have fallen, and then people like to come back here and sit. So let me show you what this looks like. And people will come back here and drum to there are a whole bunch of tree stumps here. People will come back to hang out. And we still have some wildflowers out. It's still spring, technically. So again, I'm going a little bit deeper into the back part of the park, where hopefully there aren't as many people. I don't mind walking around people too, but it's nice to come in here and get solitude too, and just listen to the forest. I love to listen to it, especially in the springtime. There are a lot of birds, so it's really nice to hear that sound. I find it really comforting. This is where we're headed into. Yeah, so I'm just taking you on a virtual walk. And And yeah, so I was talking a little bit about somatic healing. So kind of healing your nervous system, excuse me, by kind of settling more into the body, and things like nature help me. Walking with nature helps me. Yoga helps me. But I find nature really calming. Here is a huge tree that just fell, well, didn't just fall down, but look at those roots. Look at that tree. So I like that they take really good care of this forest, but they also, it's natural to have a lot of trees fall down. Let me show you that tree again. You might be able to get a better view of it. Look, it's huge. And then look behind me, here is a really gorgeous tree with a lot of moss on it. And I'm in Oregon, so this is like a temperate rainforest in here, I think. Um, and there's some old growth back here too. So I think, yeah, so there are so many very beautiful places here. Let me show you in the corner over here. This is a little bit more remote part of the park. I'm in a park that used to be a farm, and then it's about 60 acres, and they turned it into a nature park. And people come in here all the time to walk. And oh, this is really pretty. Let me show you where we're headed. It's just super soothing and calming. People come in here, they walk, they run. Some people come in here every day. I used to come in here every day. I can't do that at the moment, but I'm trying to get back in here more than I used to. Here's a tree that fell, and it's just kind of turned into a nice long log you could sit on. Can you see that? It's pretty cold back here, actually. There's some parts of the park that are sunnier. I might have to go back to some sunnier parts, but first, let me take you on this back loop in here. And I don't know if you can hear the birds. Here's a robin. I think that was a robin. So peaceful in here. And yeah, my goal with this is these walks is for any of you that want to take a virtual walk with me. This is, and maybe you're in a part of the world where you don't have forests or trees. And so it's just nice to see like different parts of the world. I'm also going to take you to the Arboretum, not today, but there's gorgeous Arboretum here in Oregon and tons of trees from all over the world. So I'm going to go there soon, and then I'll do a live stream from there. We're coming up on a bridge. Let me turn it around so you can see it. And this is a pretty shaded part of the park. And if you hear me stop talking for a few minutes or a few seconds, it's because there are some people passing me. Yeah. Yeah, so we're going over a bridge, and here's where we're headed into. Again, there's more fallen logs. There are a lot of fallen logs in here. I really like it back here. This is, you can kind of see that it's kind of that you can see that's where we're headed. It's kind of a more mysterious part of the park. Not a lot of people are back here usually. I didn't even know that this path existed until a few years ago. So I like to come back here occasionally. That's where we just came from. Isn't that nice? And I'm hoping you can hear those birds too. So, but again, I was talking a little bit about healing the nervous system, and this is something that's really important to me, and especially after developing chronic fatigue. It's kind of a lifelong endeavor of mine to find ways to calm the nervous system, and walking in nature is one of them. And it's almost non-negotiable for me at this point. This is one of the reasons that I decided to stay in Oregon. I moved here a while ago, about 25 years ago. I'm from Utah, and Utah is beautiful too. I love Utah. There are a lot of great things about Utah, but I really love the trees here. Here's where we're headed. There's a bench coming up there. They have a lot of benches throughout the park. But I love this, all the trees and the nature, and there's something about this that really speaks to me. So that's one of the reasons I decided to stay here, is because of all the forests. Now in Oregon, we also have mountains and beaches, which is really nice. We're about an hour away from the beaches. I have to go to the beaches more. That's on my list. That's on my bucket list to go there more often because it's so close. Hello. Hi, Will. Thanks for being here. That's where we just came from. And again, it's a little more remote back here, which I like. Now, oh, thank goodness it's getting sunnier. I'm actually a little bit cold. Here's a bench that people sit on. And yeah, so for me, I live relatively close to this park, so I feel really lucky. This is where we're headed. And it has a ton of trails in it. That's where we just came from. I'm hoping you can hear those birds. It's just really nice to come in here and almost do like a walking meditation. And you know, again, some people run. I just passed a bunch of runners and joggers just passed me. I'll do that occasionally. Sometimes I jog once in a blue moon, but it's pretty rare. I'm usually walking. But I just like to come in here and de-stress. It really helps me. And it's something that I need. It's like my body needs it, my soul needs it, my spirit needs it. My spirit needs nature. And I just saw a study come through. I have to read it, but it's about our younger generations and nature, like how they need nature too. And you know, I think living in this modern world that's so built on tech, it makes it tech is great, right? But I think the antidote to tech is nature. That's my opinion. And yeah, so here I'll take you up here on the back side. We have some really pretty trees coming up here. Some of them are silver. Look at these. I don't know what these trees are called. There's a robin. You might be able to see that bird back there. There's a robin, I think. Look at these trees. They almost look silver. And it's morning here, so I hope that you can see how beautiful this is. Yeah, this is where we're headed. Isn't that pretty? And then again, it's relatively remote back here. And in the morning, it's really nice to walk in here because you kind of have like that morning energy, which I love, which is kind of cool. Hi. Yeah, so again, this is where we're headed. Look at those beautiful trees. I wish I knew what those trees were called. And there's another fallen log, a couple of fallen trees. I think the fallen trees make it really pretty. And some Sorry guys, I got cut off there. I'm in a forest. That's bound to happen. There's a tiger. I hope not. There are deer in here though. There better not be tigers. Although I have to say, actually, people have said they've seen cougars in here. So I really hope that doesn't happen to me because I don't know what I would do with a cougar. I think there are a coyote in here. Yeah, hopefully no tigers. There's a fallen log. There's a fallen tree. Yeah, it's just super peaceful right now. Have you seen deer? Yes, Jaden, I have. I have seen a lot of deer in here, actually. And the first time I ever came in here, I saw a family of deer. I saw 4 deer, 2 parents and 2 adolescents. Yes, I will be aware of tigers and cougars, mostly cougars. I am in Oregon, Tualatin Hills Nature Park. Highly recommend visiting it. It's absolutely stunning out here. Yeah, so I'm in the back side of the park. This is like a 60-acre park. Oh, really? Where do you live, Jaden? Lots of deer where you live. Yeah, okay. So I'm in the USA, United States, in Oregon. What about you? In India. It's 10:53 at night. Yeah, that's awesome. I've never been to India, but maybe someday. And Jaden, where are the deer where you live? There are a lot of deer here for sure. Thanks for being here with me, everybody, and staying up late for me. If you're in India or across the world, I'm here in Oregon, so it's morning here. It is 10:24 in the morning. That's so interesting in India because we're maybe like, it sounds like we're about not quite 12 hours apart. Really interesting. Nowadays, people in India are not normal. What do you mean by that? I'm curious. Can you see behind me? That's where we just came from. 12:24. Where are you, Jaden? Where are you in the world? Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm all up for heartwarming people everywhere in the world for sure. And I think that the east side, oh, the east side. The east side in the United States, Jaden? Yeah, there definitely I think that nature makes you more heartwarming. Um, I don't think I can. Yeah, so we're coming up on the back part of the park here. Where on the East Coast are you, Jaden? I don't think I can guess your age. Yeah, so it's nice and peaceful back here, and here's where we're headed. Keep going. I will for a little bit longer here, and until maybe until I get logged out again here. It's hard to keep the signal going in here, and you never know. And oh, Jaden, are you talking about 13 deer? You've seen 13 deer? There are a lot of deer in here. You never know when you're going to see them. Not 13 deer. So hopefully you can see behind me where we just came from. And I'll take you up just a little bit further here. That's awesome. I love running into deer in the park. And I actually, one time I ran into a mother deer and a little baby deer. It was like a fawn. The deer. Oh, which forest? I am in I'm in a park. And it's called the Tualatin Hills Nature Park. So, but it's part of a temperate rainforest. So that's why it's so beautiful. And there's a lot of moss in here, tons of trees. And yeah, and it's morning time here. And a lot of deer in here. There are a lot of rabbits too. So yeah, and that's where we just came behind me. We're going to be hitting a main path here pretty soon, and thankfully here comes some sun. Again, it's a little bit chilly. I have seen a bear face to face. Yes. I've seen one in Glacier National Park. Actually, I've run into several bear, but my friend and I were driving. Oh, there goes a mosquito. This is why I don't like this part of the park as much because there are mosquito back here. Yeah. Oh, rabbits too. Yes. And Jaden, there are a lot of rabbits in here too, which I love. I love running into rabbits here. But yes, I've seen several bear, mostly in Glacier National Park, which is in Montana. Um, the one where I got the closest, I've been pretty kind of close a couple times, but one time the closest was driving through on a road in Montana in Glacier National Park, and my friend and I were in the car, and a mother bear and her um, baby bear were crossing the road, and my friend got out of the car. Not a good idea, and chased the bear. Not a good idea. But Jaden, I hear that you chase rabbits. Yeah, yeah, there are a lot of rabbits here. So in the park, it's nice to have. I see deer. I see rabbits. I've heard coyote in here. No, I leave them alone. I leave the rabbits alone, and actually they're very fast too. So, but yeah, you're not supposed to chase bears. So, friendly tip. Don't chase bears. Here is you kind of see a nice opening, and this is where we just came from. And again, this part is more remote, which I like, but at the same time, there was just a mosquito that landed on me, and I don't like mosquito bites. So I don't come here as often in this part. For some reason, there are only mosquitoes in this part of the park. Good question about wolves. No, that's a good question. No, but I've seen a wolf in Utah. I saw a wolf when I was hiking in Utah. It was a little bit ahead of me, and I left them alone. I don't worry about wolves as much, although we do have coyote here. We have a lot of coyote. Here is a little bit behind me. You kind of see a little bit of cool things going on. I've never seen a wolf in Oregon, but in Utah I have, and also in Utah I saw a cougar up high when I was walking in the mountains. Oh, good morning. Watch out for that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Yes, I will be careful out there. That's awesome. One day I will become a millionaire and help people as much as I can. I love that. Yeah. I think we're all in this together. And yes, I will be careful about yeah, I think the main concern out here is cougar. I for a while there when I heard I was actually I teach yoga here at this nature center sometimes, and somebody said that they saw a cougar right after the class, just hanging out kind of on the patio, and I was like, wait a second. And that made me think twice about coming in here again. But I couldn't let it stop me because, oh, thank you, Jaden. I appreciate it. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you all. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I thought twice again a little bit about coming back into the park after I heard there was a cougar, but I decided not to let it stop me because it's so nice in here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks, you guys. It's nice to meet you all. And sleep well if you're, you know, in India or on the East Coast. Sleep well. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Nice to meet you. And yeah, and like I said, I'm gonna go to the Arboretum pretty soon. Not today, but this is where we're headed. It's nice to meet you guys. That's where we just came from. And the Arboretum is amazing. So that's also in Oregon. It's several miles away from here, but I'm gonna go there in a couple days. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate your support. And yeah, and it's really nice to, you know, take a virtual walk, right? Like, and you get to see part of the world that maybe you don't get to see as much. And how far is it to the Arboretum? From here, I don't know in miles, maybe 20 miles. It's about half an hour from here. So it's down in what's called Washington Park. It's better to have conversations and scrolling. Yeah, it is, because we all need connection and community. It's really important, actually. And so yeah, thanks for chatting with me. But yeah, my goal is to go to the Arboretum. because this is stunning and I come here all the time. The Arboretum I don't go to as much, but it's incredible. So that's a huge, huge place. So, but lots of different types of trees. And when I was there, um, they're all different parts of the park that you can go into there at the Arboretum. You can really go deep down into this like forest. And then there are also like trees up higher that are from all over the world. So I can't speak in real time, but I can write down. I don't know why. Oh, you mean like for doing live streaming? Is that what you mean? I live on the West Coast. So Oregon is on the West Coast of the United States. Yeah, so it's the oceans are close by. They're like about an hour from here, and I do think that they kind of influence the weather here, and there it brings a lot of moisture in right from the oceans. So we have a lot of. It's really interesting when you drive into here from, let's say, Utah, because it can be very deserty even in parts of Oregon. But then when you start to get closer to the coast, it's in Portland where I live is about an hour away from the coast. All of a sudden it starts getting really green, which is really cool. The English, I can't, so let's see. I can't speak in real time, but I can write down, don't know why. Oh, I know what you mean. I mean, I've studied other languages. I'm the same way. I mean, I've studied Spanish and German, and it's harder to speak it than like write something down, right, in a different language. And I think that's true for me too. But yeah, so there's where we just came from. A couple of friends of us, all because of, I can't see all of your sentence there. Oh my gosh, I think I'm getting mosquitoes again. I have to get out of this part. I'm a sitting duck in here. I don't think my name is Edie. Let me read what you. I have a couple of friends of us all because of a game. I'm not sure what you mean by that sentence. I have a couple of friends in us all because of a game. Yeah, my name is Edie Jaden. Yeah, so it's nice to meet you all. And yeah, I was wearing like this mosquito bracelet with citronella on it, but I don't think it's working. And I have to. This is the reason I don't come to this part of the park. These mosquitoes. Ah. Oh, never heard of that name. Yeah, it's a different name. Yeah. It's a little more unusual. Okay, now I'm back in a more hi. So here's where we're headed now. Now we're headed back to, this is a bigger path. Oh, you mean in America? I have a cup. Oh, yeah, you mean that you've met some friends in America? Is that what you mean? That's where we're headed. And then, so we're in a bigger trail now. You might probably tell because I'm walking a little faster. And then this is a place where I'll sometimes see deer just kind of hanging out in the back. You can kind of see it goes both directions. I'm trying not to move the camera too fast so you don't get dizzy. Here's a lot more. Oops. Look at that. Moss and trees, and that's where we just came from. So it's a really big trail. Not face-to-face in games, we do talk. Yeah, oh, I see what you mean. Got it. Clash of Clans. Is that like a video game or something? I'm old school. If you're talking about video games, the video games I have played are like from way back when. I played like the first video game ever. Can you guess what it is? It's the Easter egg in that movie, Ready Player One. What's the first video game ever made? I'm trying to think of the name. It's in Ready Player One. Okay, guys, I'm getting back to a more main part of the park, so I might log off because there are a lot of people out today. But thanks for being here with me. Yeah, it is good to play. Yeah, it is good to play. Anyway, thanks for being here with me. Maybe I'll go back. Let's see. I might try to find. Do I live in where I see lots of animals? Yes. Oregon, you definitely do. Oregon, you see a lot of animals. I live around, I think the main thing we get are coyote. There are a lot of coyote here, actually, which isn't good for outdoor animals. Let me go this way. Yeah. Okay, so now you might be able to see we're on it's the major path here. It's pretty big. We're on concrete now. This is one of the biggest, one of the biggest paths, and I might have to log off soon because there are a lot of people around. But this is nice, and there's more sun here too, which is good. It's getting a little bit chilly. I didn't realize it was so cold out here when I decided to come out here. Should have brought a jacket. Yeah, so it's Oregon. So we have all different types of, I can match any frequency today I found. I have pet chickens. That's awesome. I haven't seen too many chickens here, but you know where I see a lot of chickens are Hawaii. Have any of you been to Hawaii? Chickens running all over the islands. That's another place I recommend going is Hawaii. So this is the huge path that we're on right now. It goes both directions. It's concrete. This is one of the main arteries in the park. Can you hear all those birds? You can match any frequency today I found. I do play. I don't play Minecraft. I don't. I've never tried it, but that doesn't mean that I'm not willing to try it. I'm a little behind the times on that probably. And yes, I recommend Hawaii. Hawaii is amazing. I've been there twice. Hang on, I'm making sure this isn't a snake on the road. It's just a stick. I thought it was a snake. I've been to Hawaii twice. I recommend. Oh, you're not a gamer, Jaden. In Hawaii, I've been to Kauai and Maui. Hawaii is incredible. I recommend going there. So again, this is the path that we're going down. So I'm going to go back this way. It's a little more quiet. Gamers used to be in childhood. Yeah. Yeah, well, the video games I played, I think the last video game I played was the Lara Croft Tomb Raider with my sister. My sister's really into video games. Yes, it is beautiful in Hawaii, Jane. I agree. Yeah, that's one of my other favorite places. And there seems to be a lot of connection between Oregon and Hawaii. I've noticed that. There are even like some restaurants that are similar. Like you'll see the same, like there are people that own a restaurant here in Oregon and then in Portland, and then they also own a restaurant in Hawaii. So that's kind of interesting. I'm not a gamer now. My sister is. She's a hardcore gamer. No, so someone else was asking me on here if I've played Minecraft, and I haven't. Yeah, no. I used to play video games growing up though, a little bit. I'm trying to think, what's the original video game? I think it's Adventure. It's called Adventure. I played that. I used to play Pac-Man. I was pretty good at some of them, but my sister's really good at them. She knows all the games. You play some games. Yeah, I mean, it's good to play some. I mean, if anything. It's good recreation. It's good for your brain too. I'm still playing COC. I don't know. I'm not sure what that's in a reference to. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, so that's where we just came from. You can see it's sunnier out here, thank goodness. And then I'll stay logged on until unless it gets really busy. And that is the other direction. Let's try and go back this way. I don't, Jaden. No. And then let's see, how can one find this interesting? How can one find his interest in things? It's difficult. I'm trying to read all of your message there. Can one find, I can't read all of your message there. Maybe I'll see it as it scrolls up, but I can't quite see all of it. Okay, so I'll try to take you down a little bit further, and this is good for me too, because I'll get a little more sun because I'm a little bit cold. But yeah, so it's nice in here, isn't it? That's where we're coming from. So you can kind of see there's more sun in here. And can you hear those birds? Do I have any hobbies? Yes, I do. I mean, so this is one of them for sure. I love to get out and walk, especially in this park. And Oregon has tons of trails. So I haven't even been to all of them. Oh, you can hear the birds. Yeah, they're pretty amazing. Here, I'm going to move this stick. There's this huge stick in the middle of the road here. Can you see behind me? And then, yes, so walking, I would say walking in nature is one of them, or hiking. You could say hiking, but I'm pretty mellow about it. I used to hike more. So I'm from Utah. So I used to hike, like hike, like going up mountains. And Utah has a lot more of those mountains. How old am I? How old do you think I am? Do I like photography? I do. Yes, I do like photography. I tried to be a photographer once. I bought a camera, and now I think, of course, like everyone else, I have a digital phone and I'll take pictures, you know. I love to take pictures. I don't know if I consider myself a photographer, but I look 32. Well, I'll take that, Jaden. I'll take it. Um, you're not going to believe how old I am. I'm 56. No, it's 45. I'll take 32 and 45. I'm 56. I'm really into exercise and taking care of myself, and I've been doing it for a really long time because I almost have to, because I developed health issues, and that's why my channel is named like it is. You know, it's all about health and wellness and other things too. But look at this tree. This tree kind of doesn't really fit in here. Look at that. But look at where we're headed into. Look at this. This is one of my favorite parts of the park. Isn't that pretty? And that's where we came from. Yes, I know. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Now, what is volcano green, lava orange? I'm not sure what that's referring to. Yeah, I'll take 35 and 45 and 32. Anyway, yeah, so I've always been really into health and wellness. So, okay, look, so here, look at that tree. Look. Isn't that incredible? And then there's a bench. Yeah, this is a really peaceful part of the park. So, this is one of my favorite parts of the park. Good night. Sweet dreams. That is a big tree. I know, and it's so pretty. Like, yeah, it's really stunning in here. It's kind of hard to show. Like, this is where we just came from. Look at these trees. And they have a lot of moss on them. Yeah, this is a really great part of the park. I've done a couple other walk with me's, and I've done streaming down this one before, and then also gone down to like these other old growth trees, like a whole grove of them. But I'll go back down this part. Good night. Thanks for being here. Yeah, because this road is a little sunnier and I'm a little cold. So I'm gonna stay where the sun is right now. And we'll see how much longer my phone lasts here. But yeah, there's some really stunning trees. Look at, I mean, the light is really nice right now too, because again, it's still morning here technically. So look at these. And the trees just go up and up. And some of these trees are old growth and they've been here forever. This is where we just came from. And yeah, it's kind of hard to do it justice. But hopefully you can see. Well, it says 51%. So I'm probably okay. I'm probably in pretty good shape. But although streaming eats up your battery faster. And I've just noticed the other two times I streamed, it went a lot faster than I thought it was going to. And also in here, I keep losing the signal. So here's some more trees coming up. I mean, they're really just everywhere. And then here, they just, a lot of times when the trees fall down, they'll cut the trees and then sometimes they'll turn them into places to sit. Yeah, and then you can also see that that's another place that you can walk to. See behind me, there's another path you can go down, and yeah, it's lots of green. You have 26, you mean 20%, 26% on your battery. Yeah, and I like this time of year in here too because the birds are out. You don't always hear the birds. So the birds and the spring flowers are out this time of year, and that's what makes it so nice. So, okay, now we're coming into a really sunny part, thank goodness. It'll be a little warmer. Here we're coming up to a bridge. You can also see another place where people like to sit and hang out. They put a lot of benches in here so people can sit on the bench or they can sit on these old tree stumps. There's a huge bridge coming up. Lots of green. What is my favorite color? Can you guess? What do you think? What do you think my favorite color is? Isn't it nice? Yeah. And then, yeah, and then look at these trees in here. Look at all that moss. And then sometimes the water runs through here, especially as it gets rainier. There'll be water running through here. And I've seen even like little tiny frogs sitting on the leaves. Probably pink. Yes, very good guess. That's my favorite color. I try not to wear too much in Oregon. I don't know. Not a lot of people wear pink out here. I guess I stand out that way. Okay, so now this, sometimes there's water in here, but not today. But you can see how that would be like a creek. Right now it's dry, but sometimes, especially in the winter, or when it starts to get rainy here, sometimes it'll flood out here. I'm gonna say green. Is that your favorite color? I would say green or blue. Then look at all this. So I got logged out. Good guess, but no. How about blue? I got logged out there, sorry. So here we are in a more open part of the park. You can see some flowers. They still have spring flowers here. I want to say these are foxglove, but I could be wrong about that. Blue and purple. Ah, interesting. I like both of those colors. Do you see those spring flowers? There's still a few left. Yeah, so this is a more open part, and I don't think that they let us walk back there. It's pretty open though, which is pretty wild. And then we're coming up, we're still on this really big bridge. And then we're coming up to where there is actually water in a creek. This park is huge. And some people come in here every single day. Okay, here's a pretty big creek. You can probably hear this water. Can you hear that? Here it is on the other side. Oh, it's called Cedar Mill Creek. Here's the other side. And that's where we're headed up to. This is a really pretty part of the park. It's one of my favorite parts. A lot of people will stop and hang out at this creek. I mean, just that, yeah, I do too. I know, I love nature too. It's so healing. It's just so healing. And I mean, that sound of water is so soothing. I mean, it's right, there's like nothing better than the sound of water or maybe birds. So now we're going up. This is where we're headed up into. This is one of my favorite, probably my favorite part of the park, one of them. And again, that's this huge, long trail that we just came from. And then so now we're headed up here. So I'll go a little bit further. Oh, here we have two trees coming up that are growing together. So I'll turn it around so you can. Sorry guys, I got logged out again. I don't know if there are fish in this park, Jaden. I'm not sure. That's a good question. There are definitely fish in Oregon. Definitely fish in Oregon. So sorry, I got logged out there. I've noticed as soon when my battery starts to go down and down, that I start logging out more, or I get knocked out more. So I don't know how much longer I can last in here, but here I think that I may have gotten knocked out before I was showing you these trees that are growing together. Can you all see those? And then it's just so peaceful in here. This is one of the most beautiful parts of the park, in my opinion. And there are even like flowers growing way back there. I don't know if you can see them. They're orange. I think those are flowers back there. There's still some spring flowers in here. This is where we just came from. Okay, guys, sorry. I keep getting knocked out. I think I'm gonna have to log out here because I keep getting knocked out. I think maybe it's I'm not sure why, but here I'll just show you a little bit more. So here's where we just came from. It's really sunny and pretty right now. Yeah, and then here's some trees. This is where we're headed. And then there are two trees growing together. I'll try to stay logged in a little bit more, but I keep getting logged out now. So I'm thinking that, that usually when that happens, I guess it's because of my battery. I don't know. That's one thing I can think of. But thank you for being here with me today. It's nice to meet you all. Here, I'm going to take you to my absolute favorite part of the park. So first of all, look at that tree. See, this part is really pretty. Look at these and look at the sun shining through. Look at that huge tree. This part of the park is really, really peaceful and stunning. And then I love to go down here. I'm going to go down there in a little bit, but while my phone lasts here, battery. Not in here. I know. Now I've seen monkeys in Costa Rica and potentially in Peru, but definitely Costa Rica. They're really fun to hang out with. Have you ever seen monkeys? So here is this is my favorite trail that we're headed into. It's a little more, and there aren't quite as many people back here usually. So this is where we came from, and this is where we're headed. Yeah, this is a temperate rainforest, and it's because we get so much rain here that's part of the reason it makes it so beautiful. There are a lot of animals here. I've never seen monkeys here. But I've definitely seen them in Costa Rica, which my family and I went to about 10 years ago. And that's really another beautiful place. Isn't this beautiful? This is where we're headed into. It's super, super peaceful in here. This is probably my favorite trail. That's where we came back from. What is my favorite animal? I have to think about that. I love a lot of animals. I would say growing up, it was probably horses, but I have to say probably cats because cats are, they're like my companions, basically. Look at this tree. Isn't that stunning? The light is really good right now. Look at all these trees. Yeah, it's just super peaceful. And then that's where we're headed. What's your favorite animal, Jaden? Isn't that amazing? Horses and elephants, yeah. Yeah, I love both of those too. I love animals in general. Like I'm a huge animal fan. Like I feel like they're like my companions, right? Like I don't know where I'd be without animals, to be honest. Okay, this is probably my most favorite part of the park. It's just super peaceful and it's really like almost sacred back here. Look at that. Like just goes back and so peaceful. It smells amazing. And then I love this whole area right in here. Gorgeous trees. And then that's where we came from. Isn't it stunning? Elephants and the biggest land animals are the strongest. Oh, they're the strongest. Yeah, horses are very fast. I used to ride horses, so yeah, I love horses. And I don't know if I've ever, I mean, I've seen elephants at the zoo, but I love elephants. They're so intelligent. I think I know what you mean. Here's more of where we're headed into. And again, I apologize if I get logged out again. It's probably going to happen again here. Isn't that amazing? So I'll try and go a little bit longer, or I might take us back the other way because there's another really nice main path where they have wildflowers potentially, though there might be some up here too. I hear some people coming, so I'm trying to get off of I'm gonna go try and go around the back here, and um, it's usually, some days there are less people than other days. It just really depends on the day. Today is Sunday here, so it kind of makes sense that there would be people out here. But yeah, this is one of my favorite parts of the park. And okay, I think I'm gonna go back the other way. You can see, Oh, here's some flowers. Look.
Right.
You see those?
Also, your friends don't. I was like, I don't know.
Here's where we're headed. I'm gonna go back the other way. Look at those trees. I'm gonna go back the other way because oh, it's Sunday for you too. Yeah. Look, I'm gonna show again. This is where we're headed back. I'm heading back through my favorite part on this trail, and then I'll go take you back to the main artery again, and then we'll see if we can find some wildflowers. There's some out here too. Look, the wildflowers they're starting to fade, but there's still quite a few. But you can the light is so good right now that hopefully you can see at least a little bit of how stunning this is, and the trees just go up and up. So you can really see like how, yeah, they're very tall. So you can really see how it's like a canopy of trees. Like it's so nice to come out here and be part of something that's bigger than you know? Um, for me, that's really comforting. And just nature for me is like very comforting. Um, I feel a lot more connected. Whoops. Just there was a huge branch there. So let me show again. Okay, I got logged out again. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to log off soon because now my battery's 41%, which you would think would be a lot, but the more I get logged out, the more I know that okay, so here is where we're headed. This is where we were. Look at those amazing trees. And again, one of my favorite. Okay, guys, I think I better log out. Thanks for being here with me. I wanted to take you a little bit further to see the wildflowers, but I keep getting logged out of my live stream here, so I might try one more time. Okay, but otherwise, thank you for being here. Nice to meet you. I'm assuming I'm gonna get knocked out of the live stream again pretty soon here. So but yeah, let me just show you this. Okay, guys, nice to meet you too, Jaden. I'm gonna log out. I'm gonna end the stream because I keep getting knocked out here. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Take care. Bye.